my question is, I think I'm not sure if the silence from Honorable Peter Obi is strategic or if it is weakness. So I'm going to go straight and ask on that really. So some critics believe that your strategic silence creates a bit of uncertainty, as we're seeing, opposition or the ruling administration sort of, you know, coalesce together. So why is there a delay in the response of a roadmap? Are you open to coalition or are you running as a single candidate? Thank you.
I've answered this question. I'm involved in the coalition. I said it. And I give my position in the coalition. So I don't know what they're saying about. Are you involved in the coalition? Are you involved in this? I'm involved in the coalition. But remember what I always said. In the coalition, we have to, as we move on, we're just beginning. As we move on, we know what exactly are we going to do. I think people are asking this question, in what I call sinister move. Let's know what P2B is planning. No, I'm involved in coalition. I believe that every meaningful Nigeria at this time should sacrifice. I use the word, should sacrifice for the sake of Nigeria to ensure that will bring about good governance to Nigeria. And I've never been in desperate mood or desperate for anything. But I want to see is a Nigeria that works for everybody, especially reduce the suffering of Nigerians. So I'm in the coalition. But remember that while we are in the coalition, trying to adopt a party, we in Labour Party, who think we are in the right side of Labour Party, we are announcing the holders of Labour Party, where the neck people are still pursuing the resolution of our party after the court judgment from the independent electoral body. By the time we got there, we will still be talking with our partners in the coalition. Because the coalition is a partnership of people who mean well. And I hope that will remain so till the end. And I will always respect it. So when people say you're not decisive, I don't know how decisive again I'll be if I say, oh, I'm involved in this marriage. But remember that there's a possibility that the marriage can develop a problem. But as long as the marriage remains with respect, with responsibility, with sacrifice as married people, I'm very neat. I've been married for 30 years because over 30 years there's a sacrifice. And as Stevie said, I will be in it forever. So, if there's no sacrifice, we're not going to. If tomorrow I should not of my own, I have people I'm leading, I consult them. I'm not one of those leaders who go and say, hey, I'm in charge. Because you cannot be in charge as a leader. You are leading people. You must at all times listen and respect them. So they are also part of the coalition. So coalition is not Peter Obi. Coalition is Peter Obi and those people that is leading. Those people are serving, which includes most of you, I need to consult you. I need you to know what we're doing. For now, we have issue in Labour Party where we don't know whether independent electoral body will even take candidates from us. We're happy that the candidacy in Anambra State have been concluded, but right now, we don't know what they're going to do. We know we're on the right side, but in Nigeria, we've seen people who are on the right side, who are honest, when the criminals are moving around. So we don't know which side they're going to take. So if anybody comes to them and say, I want to contest the election, my answer is yes, because I want more good people to be involved. But since we don't know where we stand, you can join social party while we try to resolve our position. Because right now in the coalition, we are trying to adopt a party, but we know that in the future, other parties will work with us. But in order to have a place, because if the leader then says, I'm happy everybody's in disarray, he will ensure that everybody's in disarray. So we're trying to do something. So we don't know when this disarray will stop.
Very good, Your Excellency. A lot of persons have been asking to know. Of course, we know that there's no coalition without the name Peter Obi. Peter Obi is the coalition, and the coalition is Peter Obi. But if it does happen that you won't be on top of that ticket, and somehow the coalition, of course, a group of persons, a group of people coming together for a purpose, and they say they want you as vice, is there a possibility of you accepting the opportunity, or you prefer to go on against the will and purposes of the ruling party, and with a destabilized and not an unorganized opposition? Is there a possibility of you remaining with the coalition if you are not on top of it?
Which I can answer you that question, but unfortunately I can't. For now, and I've told you, the coalition is not talking about who will be what. I will do what is for the best interest of the country and what those who I'm leading and following me want. I don't discuss such thing on my own. Few times, leaders have acted as if they are alone, without consultation, as if they never follow leadership. I told you that as a president, I will be fair. I will do the right things, but I will also govern by ensuring that the governance will not be supply driven, will be demand driven. I'll listen to Nigerians. That's why I'm going to start by securing them, making sure that what I do is what Nigerians want. That's what I did as a governor. And I'll do what I promised.
Millions of obedience. We like to have an idea if the dream is still very much possible. This time, even
that's what I'm saying. For me, for now, we want to come together. It's not something that is ahead. When that time comes, you will see me, I'll consult. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I've never done anything without consultation. In my last attempt, if you were one of those who were close to me, you know that I consulted before I left PDP. I didn't just wake up in the morning and say, I will do this. And if I became president, I wouldn't have just be announcing things without consultation. Before I made that announcement, there will be due consultation, and we will have a clear roadmap how we can manage it for the interest of Nigeria. So if I come to a place like this and interview and say, oh, I must have the ticket, it's not fair. I'm working with other people. I'm going to come them that I'm the best. That's how you do politically. That's how you do things properly. You go there and sell yourself. I show the reason why it should be you. I'm marketing myself to Nigerians. I try to tell them what I'm going to do. Somebody asked me now what I'll do differently. I told him what I'm going to do. And that's what I promised in Anambra, and I did it from day one. From day one in Nigeria, people will see the difference when you say you're going to cut cost of governance. You cannot tell people to fast when you are feasting. If you tell people to fast, you fast with them. Nigerians will see me fasting with them. And they'll see me put food on their table. They will see me ensure that the children remain in school. And I work hard to see that I can provide health care, because national, our insurance coverage will be increasing annually, and people will see it. People will feel it. That's how it is done. But I'm not going to tell you here that people will say, I'm the best. Other people are useless. What do you want me to say? So, my dear, help. Let us have a new Nigeria where people respect others, know that they're in partnership with others, and do the right things. Thank you.
Good evening, Your Excellency. Good evening, everyone. So I have a few questions. We'll just go to them straight up. So first of all, we've been talking about coalition, and sorry, I have to go back to that, but I just need a bit of clarification regarding that coalition. Is there is there a timeline to these coalition talks? Can we know? Because it's we're just anticipating. Today it's, oh, Peter Obi is part of coalition, tomorrow is Peter Obi is not part of it. But it's good that we've heard from you now that you're part of
I
the
don't know.
coalition.
Okay, go on.
Yes, I was saying that it is good that we have heard from you directly that you're part of the coalition. So that solves that part. But my question number one is that, is there a timeline to these coalition talks? And do we know when we're going to know exactly what it is about the coalition, the party the coalition is going to fly on? And, that is number one question. The other, the other part of the question is that, of course, people are saying a lot of things, here and there. I know a lot of people believe that with this coalition talk, it has to be a coalition that will produce you, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, as the presidential candidate. Peradventure, this did not happen, as it were. Are we looking at alternatives? Are you going to run as an individual candidate on another platform? That is the second part of the coalition question.
Let me tell you, when people say at the time Peter Obi is part of a group, at the time is not. From day one, I've always attended all meetings of the coalition. I've always, unless I traveled, I've always attended, and whenever I have issues, I discuss it with them. I can tell you, coalition is the one that's going to produce Peter Obi. We have not reached that stage. When we get to that stage, we discuss that. But the coalition is us coming to work together for the sake of the country, to save the country. We have not reached stage where is going to be this person. I believe that the people who are coming together are the same people that want to work together for the interest of the country. That is my belief. And if that is the case, I believe that there will come at a time all of us will sacrifice for the country. That's where I see it. There will come at a time we will sacrifice for the interest of the country. And at that time, we will know, because we're going to say, who do we think? How do we think we can proceed to ensure that the best among us emerges as the candidate? I've seen people say, coalition adopts P2P, or coalition adopts KK, coalition adopts this person. No, we've not reached that stage. I've told you now, the coalition wants to adopt a party, and we're going to do that very soon as our party. But remember that other parties are going to join. The reason why other parties haven't joined is that there's problem in other parties. As a result of their problem, we will all still come together, because the coalition is basically for future elections. That is why we said, those who want to run an election, you cannot go now and want to be candidate or one of the parties that are having one form of internal problem or the other, because independent electoral body can disqualify you. So I am part of the coalition, and I want the best for the coalition. I want the best for Nigeria. I want the best for the obedient group, because they are struggling for struggling Nigerians. But I cannot tell you, oh, the coalition must be this or this. You don't give such condition in politics. You have to work with other people. You don't even give it in life. You have to work with other people. So it's for us to ensure that we do the right things. All that I tell all Nigerians that want things to work is, let's stay on course and do the right thing. I'm committed to it. That is why I'm working hard 24 hours. And I assure you, like I've said before, our vote in 2027 will count. Those who refuse to count it, I said it, we will ensure that they count it.